They'll run here with Eckler. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
The tackle made by
An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
To throw is Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now it's right. Broken tackle. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
2-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at their own 22. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
And the Bengals.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled.
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Darnold from the red zone now. Forced out to his left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Austin Eckler. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Now, you don't see option pitches a whole lot in the NFL, but there worked out pretty well, resulted in a touchdown.
And it's hard for defenses because they don't see it very often, so the time in preparing each week is probably minimal. So when it comes at them, it's often a surprise. And what a nice job on the read. Pitch to the running back. And he takes it all the way in for a touchdown.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. To return it, Darius Phillips. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Darius Phillips on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
A quick throw now complete to Ross. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're going to try and throw. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
First down.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They will throw on first down with Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
It's now 4th down.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
To John Ross.
John Ross, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The 42-yard line.
On first down, it's Darnold. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Faking the give, Darnold. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Carl Lawson. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle.
Burrows.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
These 2 teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Darnold. On the screen, this is Eckler. And down he'll go at the 25. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
That's good for a Pittsburgh Steeler. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll get this to Eckler.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Returning here is Wright. A nice little juke. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Bengals drive about to get going. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
He's got Burton here. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
At the 38-yard line.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Got an open man. It's Washington. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
49-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On the ground, it's Eckler. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
At his own 49.
Darnold on 3rd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
30-yard line.
Now Eckler. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
The 31-yard line.
Off of play action, Darnold. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Now they go play action now. Burrow. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
A gain of
15 yards on the play, first down.
First down.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
17 yards. First down, Bengals.
Over the middle, complete. That's Boyd. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Cincinnati.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Man, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Right here.
A final shot before the break. Darnold, he's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Darius Phillips on the return. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Burrow now off the bootleg. Open man is Ross, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
And the Bengals first down.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. This one into the hands of Burton. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
First down, Bengals.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and goal.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Flush to his right, to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Burrow. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will take it on in for a bang Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 4th touchdown on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. He's going to launch it for Washington. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 34-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
43-yard line.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Jordan Evans on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now
from the 29. Darnold.
The 29.
Completion here to Claypool.
Darnold's pass complete to Chase Claypool. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. Flushed out right. This is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Austin Eckler, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Bengals 17, Steelers 14. Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Elias Phillips on the return. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. A quick throw now complete to Ross. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow connecting with Burton here over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
The tackle made by Devin Bush. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9.
Well, I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Touchdown.
Joe Mixon with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 43 yards on the ground. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Here is Eckler. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
He steps out of bounds.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He's got his tight end, Burton. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He's got Burton here. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's 2nd down.
On 2nd down now, Mixon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And to the 12, that's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now Darnold. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 13, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Matt Prater lining up for the point out.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11.
Number 30, Austin Eckler.
Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot. It's Eckler again. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.